people used to smoke cigars with impunity. Now we are thieves in the night, searching for places where we can puff away on our secret treasures.
It's the Shadow Smokers Legion. It's Phoenix Fresh. We out here. Tony, the soy sauce assassin, I see you. We got swag? SSL for life. Let's go! Yeah, that boy is back. It's Phoenix Fresh with the crew. Hoverboard in my hand, you know it's time for part 2. Strong as ever in force, you in the shadows we dwell. It's the Legion, it's family, it's what we doing so well. From the east to the west, from the bottom to the top. Short second and packing for squad, he's the little guy with the shot. Ashque's still around, ripping VA from a 10. Longest dash in the game, always 100%. Wanna compete with the queen? Yeah, good luck with that try. Grab a shot with your guard, hashtag King to apply. Hey yo, my man over here, he's the dude with the memes. That jokes and repeat, bringing the laughs to the team. Now who's up for a challenge? Start getting fusion, it's time. Your favorite sauce for the science, blending like beat to my rhyme. Switching gears with that flow, pacing the track with my bars. Hashimoto on scene, mass freaking out all them cars. We got Discord for chats, cross the states for the meets. Council meetings and such, we rep the cold to the heat. We got swag, we got gifts, raffles, prizes, and more. But we never lose sight, there's loyalty at the core. Still remember, y'all, Legion it lives with a passion. From my man in the shadows, Tony the soy sauce assassin. Cut, light, smoke from wherever you dwell. After all, we're a family, we SSL Pharrell.
All right.
Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. It is Saturday, last show of, or technically 2021, because next Monday was Chinese New Year. So technically, we're still 2021 until Monday. So, yeah, for those people who doesn't know, I'm actually looking at the Discord and make sure to see how it works. Right now we have 100 human beings on our Discord channel, out of about 130-ish members. That's actually not bad, but I here's the problem though. Some of you guys join the Discord part of it a lot earlier and just choose not to use it, so you're there but you're not using it. I don't know, hopefully it'll get better. But that is where the group is moving towards. So I really do hope that you guys utilize it, because people who utilize it have a lot of fun. There's chat, there is chat room, there's video chat. Keep in mind, when you join video chat room, you don't have to open your camera. If you're in a place and you're like freaking half naked, you just want to chat, just don't turn on your camera. You'll be okay. When you join the room, your camera is set to be off standard. It's once you go in, you have to turn it on to be on. Okay, so you can go in there without turning your camera on at all and just use microphone chat. A lot faster than typing, I promise you. I don't think anybody can type faster than talk. I don't know, maybe. So today,
it's not trackable. It's not trackable too.
Who's gonna track your thing? I mean, what kind of secret are you?
What you write in Discord is there, permanent. But what you say on the
it's not actually. The Discord post actually gets archived and goes away. So
agreed, but they stay on for a period of time.
Yeah, but like, what kind of super secret are you talking about on Discord?
They will need to join the hangout and find out.
Oh God! All right.
We do not take minutes at the tribal council.
Yeah, unfortunately, tribal council is a scary thing. Just so you guys know, it's a scary.
We do not take minutes.
there are times where you jump into the tribal council and you're like, "What am I here for?" This thing,
we say that.
Yeah, that goes like way beyond my mind can comprehend, and you're like, "No."
That's actually what we open with.
What do you mean?
We say a pledge. It starts off with, "Why are we here? What do we?"
Yeah, yeah. What's the topic? Why are we here?
What the hell is this about? Yeah.
All right. Anyway, today another Chinese cigar, like I promised. And I still don't freaking understand why do you have to engrave the warning labels onto the box? I cannot get rid of this.
I know why. I know
Why?
why. Because if they laser etch one part of it, they might as well laser etch the rest of it.
No, it'll be a lot better if they just laser etch this and they can put sticker on this. Here's the thing. You're not gonna change this.
No, that's a separate process.
You're not gonna change this because that's your logo, right? You don't have to change this. But if you leave this part empty, it means whenever the government change their mind about this thing, you can make it look pretty. But this thing you can't.
Yeah.
Like I can't even fill this thing up with sawdust, and I can't. I literally had to repaint this thing to make it.
Do you know how much yen they saved by not having to have someone put the extra sticker on there?
No, they did not save anything because laborers was shit in China.
They still saved some.
They didn't save shit. They tell them to do it for free. Anyways, so yeah, now on the front, do you know how much work it will take? Because they already had to put a sticker on the back anyway.
Oh, that's a different line. Has to do that.
It's a sticker. You still have to put a sticker on. Literally, somebody had to flip this over so that they can engrave the back too with the label. All right? It says stop youth and grade schoolers smoking. Stop.
Double-sided.
Yeah,
double-sided.
Yeah, young people smoking and stop the grade school students smoking. The hell? Seriously?
I bet there's only 10 cigars in that box too.
Hey, you might be wrong actually. So I know they make the box really cool by engraving it and etch it. And in fact this logo over here, it's nicely etched on there. Here we go. So the brand is Wangguan. Like you guys heard before, Wangguan means crown. So there's a crown here. So it's called GuoCui Demeanour. And really means demeanor of the best in the country kind of thing. That's what it really means. And yeah, in terms of decoration, it looked very generic, really. I mean, the band doesn't look bad, it's a standard Chinese bling the entire band thingy. Okay, China red. The left and right you see kind of like a image, half. Those are the half depiction of performance art. Like they used to draw their face for performing art. Okay, and that's like the makeup. That's like the half of the makeup, half of face. So that is what they try to portray. Right? I can probably find you guys an example of how that would look like. Let me just grab my Explorer and then search for that. It will be called all right, here we go. Damn, Tony, you still got it.
Hi, Shelly.
Tony still got it. All right, so I'm save this. I can show it to you guys what they will try to portray. Go. All right. This thing. That's what they are trying to portray. Actually, I can match in my face. Look at that. Yeah. So that's what they try to portray here, and it's very like Chinese themed. All right. So let's grab one cigar. I don't know why they have to copy kind of like the Cuban kind of. It is what it is. Go. Yeah, that is oh, if that dark chocolate. No, actually more like cocoa. Dark cocoa, almost like those like a German cocoa hot chocolate kind of smell. A little bit. I feel like all the darker color leaf. I would think this is Habano. From the Chinese cigars, they all kind of smell like cocoa. They all kind of smell like cocoa, but they don't taste like cocoa. I don't know why. They don't taste like cocoa. Clean cut, but look at this tight pack. This is so tightly packed. Look at this. This is like no holes there. There's like no space. Like, dude, tobacco's free. Like, just pack it up. It's some drawer. I'm actually very amazed how this thing can have any drawer whatsoever. How this thing can have any drawer at all. It's a mystery. But let's see. Light it up. Maybe I haven't turn it up. Turn it up. Oh yeah. So cold today. I actually plowed snow today. I don't want to plow again. Even though it's still building, we're still snowing. I just do not want to be out. Nah. Hey Jason Mountain. Hey Mike. Oh. Oh. What? It is powdery white pepper. And you know how like sometimes when you have a cigar, it tastes powdery. This thing tastes powdery. I don't know. Powdery is it's got a little bit of citrus. Or you want to call that acidity? Acidity?
Citrusy.
No, however you want to call that. I mean, it's not really citrus because it's just sour, but it's not fruity. Again, it's that got that green tea herbal flavor to it. I think that's like a now that we have few Chinese cigar, I think that's like the hand that like the style of cigars that they grow. It has that herbal tea leaf taste to it. Yeah, it's got that tea leaf thing to it. Herbal, hay, and a little bit of cedar, but it's got some like when I smoke it, I feel like I chewed on the grass. I'm not like a leaf of some sort. It's got that, like even the hands of bitterness tastes like one of those leaf. Like if you chew a certain leaf, you're like, oh, that's a bad idea, kind of leaf, and then you kind of get a little bit of bitterness to it. A close look on the band, I guess. The whole entire thing is bling bling, so it's kind of like hologram kind of paper, which really gets Asian people, as you guys already know. Always does. I'll see if I can move this like a little bit over this so you can see. Hey, Enigma. I think in terms of flavor, I mean the other one, the Yo Ox has a little bit more peppery to it. But when I smoke this, I can't tell what leaf this is. Like, it's dark enough to be a Habano, but it doesn't have the Habano spice. Would you call this a natural?
Naturally.
Like, I guess you'll call this a
Oh,
natural
man.
because it tastes like tobacco. No? And I guess like mentally I'm disappointed because the other one's the same, right? When you smell it, it smells like a cocoa, a chocolate, some sort. But you smoke it, all you get is like a herbal flavor, right? It's like trying to trick like a child to eat a medicine, coat it with chocolate. Look, like it makes it look like a chocolate, and you give it to it, and it's like and they're like, oh, that thing doesn't taste right, right?
So, Habano.
Banyo. So that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I can kind of understand it. And here's the thing. When it comes to this kind of flavor, I'll be very surprised if any young student, like, grade school students, enjoy to pay that kind of price and enjoy this flavor. It's like trying to say a first grader is going to enjoy the flavor of a beer. No, it's not. That's just not what the taste buds are like. They don't enjoy bitterness. They don't enjoy hoppiness. They don't enjoy certain things, right?
They enjoy hoppiness, but not beer hop.
Is there any hop that actually tastes any good at all on its own? Come on.
But they like hoppiness. They're all about hoppiness.
There's a different hop you're spelling. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know. I cannot imagine any kid will enjoy this flavor and want to pay this kind of price. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
amount of money they can go buy a toy. They can go buy some comic. They can go buy some, two stick of these. They can go buy a video game. They can go buy a PlayStation 5 video game. It doesn't make sense for any government to be concerned to say, I think the kids are rather spending, $30,
Right.
$50 to buy a piece of cigar versus, I don't know, NBA 2022 on PlayStation 5.
So I was watching a thing last Sunday, and it was about those little stores you talked about where you go in and you buy all these little candies and whatever. It's the name of the store. Is it a certain kind of store you're talking about
Okay.
where you grew up? You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like $1 would get you.
Yeah, it's almost like a kid store. The thing that sells little kid stuff and raffles, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean they'd be rich as hell if they had the amount of money it takes to buy one of those sticks if they were to go to that store.
Right? I mean, here's the thing.
It's like a bodega. It's like a bodega, but it's not. It's a different name. Tony knows the name. What's the name of it?
I don't know the name of it.
No,
Like,
come on.
huh?
You know, because you talked to me. You brought it up.
I brought it up, but I don't actually know what you called it. It's like it's like a kiosk, but it's not a kiosk. It's a stall, but it's not a stall.
They had one that they actually wrote a book about, like a kid's book about it. And this lady was, and like this finance person, she was talking about how this teaches kids how to spend their money and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And it's just I don't know the English word for it because we technically don't have that in America. And
Right.
because we have in Asia, we have slang word for it. Like kids call that like on adult store or something like that.
All right, I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
But I don't have an English word for that. But it's like a convenience local, like literally local shop, very tiny shop, right? So it I don't know the word for that. But yeah, if anybody tells me that as a grade student, they rather spend money to buy a cigar of any price range versus what else teenage kids want to spend money to buy. I'd be damned. I would not believe that. Right? Even as even if it's one of those acid cigars, I cannot think that something like even us as an adult had to think twice before we choose what cigar to buy and then what amount to buy. You think the kids with like $20 weekly budget, $30 weekly, let's say if they have a $50 weekly budget, they'll go out there and buy cigars. You gotta be kidding me, right? Kids take those money, go to GameStop, buy a used game, or buy the Xbox Pass, or snack, movies. They have all those various things to buy. You think they'll buy cigars? You got anybody who believe that and think that that is more than feasible and reasonable action for any teenage kids, they will be out of their mind. Right? Now tell me this, everybody in the chat room, do you have a time where you had to choose between buying a stick of cigar or something that you need? Like I don't know, like when you get your paycheck, you don't just go automatically say, I'm gonna spend the entire thing and blow up my paycheck. I'm blowing my paycheck on a box of cigar. You don't really automatically think that. You have to first like, okay, my electric bill, my rents are paid, there's all that stuff, and then you go, okay, I got leftovers, I can go buy cigar. You don't go like, you know what, screw rent, screw payment, screw food and groceries, and I am just gotta go buy a box of cigars, and I'm gonna smoke it outside, homeless. No, right? Kids are the same way. They're not gonna go, I just got my $50 budget for the week, and I am gonna go blow it off on a Davidoff cigar. That does not happen. That does not happen. Right? Kids are not gonna choose cigar over the things that they need to pay for first. Especially if they have no responsibility technically. And they spend that on hanging out with friends. And smoking cigar as a teenage year is not a good way to hang out with friends, because there gotta be no friends that can spend that kind of budget and smoke with you. Right? There isn't. I mean, if I think about it, let's say if I gotta go to a movie, that's $20. And if you ask today's kid, would you rather go to a Marvel's movie or a piece of cigar? I think all of them will choose Marvel's movie.
So is Japan.
What about Japan?
Look at your Facebook.
Yeah, my Facebook. I might have watched the same thing you talked about, because my wife liked to watch that kind of documentary.
About 3 weeks ago.
No. Okay, so this is a Japanese version of Dagashia, which is cheap candy. They're like really, really cheap candy. That is similar but different. Similar but different. So yeah, it was essentially talking about the same thing, Dagashia, which is they sell classic old candy that's really packaged old, but then there is on purpose. So those candy all taste the same, by the way. Doesn't matter which one you buy; they all taste the same. So yeah, I mean it's similar, but it's different. Dagashia, but I'm talking about the one in Taiwan, in China. The one in Japan are actually a lot better organized than you think. They're actually nicely decorated sometimes. So it's actually they actually do make money when you talk about Dagashia versus
They'd have to, right?
Huh?
They'd have to. They would have to make money, right? I mean, why
but the one in Taiwan, the part that they sell to the kids usually doesn't make any money. It was just for the to get the kids in so they can get their parents too. So yeah, back to that topic. I don't think anybody at that age would choose a cigar over things. So like having that kind of warning doesn't make sense. A lot of time, I think that's just a way of like a false sense of security. Like let's tell them to do this, so it shows like we're doing something. I don't think anybody would. In fact, you guys remember how you buy cigars, right? When you go to the shop, does the shop display their cigar like this? Or do they display it like this?
What's inside the? It's inside the box though.
No, this is just the logo.
You looked. I mean,
That's just the logo. I was gonna point at it. That's just the logo. Because I can see it my own screen, so I know it's not there. That's just the logo. By the way, if you want to know the size of the cigar, it's 124 by 63 millimeter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they use millimeter. So it is a box of 10, Val.
So 12 centimeters. So that'd be.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sherry is smoking a good cigar today. Alma de Campo.
So about 5 inches.
It's a Robusto. It's a Robusto for sure.
About a little over 5 inches.
5 by 54 ish, 52, 50. EDM Maduro. Okay. So yeah, I mean, when I see those kind of warning, it's kind of weird. Today I saw a skit on Facebook, somebody's short video. Talks about this nurse tried to trick another nurse to go out there, smoke a cigar, and try to get him fired. And I kind of got offended by it because he was like, okay, the nurse A telling the new nurse, they say, hey, nurse B, we gotta go hang out. You gotta go with us? He's like, oh, sure. What are you gonna go hang out with? And then the nurse B says, we gotta go smoke. And nurse B's like, what? Like, shouldn't we take out our body, you know, and not smoke? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, everybody does it. You want to fit in, you gotta go smoke. He's like, okay, so okay, what I guess smoking is like cigars. And then he goes, that's even worse. You know, I'm not gonna go smoke a cigar because we should take in our body. That's even worse. And when I saw that, I was like, wait, first of all, I can understand you gotta say cigarette is bad. Then when somebody says cigar, you say that's even worse. That paints the wrong image. You as nurse should understand that better. The risk between cigarette and cigars. Right?
Yeah.
And by putting that video out there, that's the kind of stuff that further stigmatize the whole industry. Right? So this is the problem because people don't understand and they continue to put out video, loop the two together. Right? And obviously I think somebody had to put some sort of education kind of things out there. And unfortunately, the cigar industry, the cigar hobby, the cigar reviews, we don't put educational. There's no scientific thing behind it. Like we just tell you like how the cigar smoke like something like that. How do you start smoking a cigar, how to do this and that. But none of us can actually go there and say, here's the scientific result of all this and that. Welcome back.
No, I literally just got home.
That's why I said welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, Jason, man, I hope you're getting better, dude. I mean, are you? Is he
It's
improved?
almost 3 weeks now, so I think he's like very end of that wave, right, Jason? So Michael, where's all my floor stomped, trashed acid cigars? Didn't pick me out some?
I know. I did not want to pick them up.
Yeah, my wife was kind of upset about that after I told her about that.
What do you expect? It's Drew Estate. What's up, Miss Sherry?
No, but like, she's like, don't Drew Estate like care about their cigars and don't think that it has any value at all.
A lot of the stuff were like, because they had bad Liga boxes, right? They were empty displays. Some of those tins were real. The factory smokes that were sitting there were real and all that stuff. There were a couple real boxes. People like there was even more stuff by the time before I took that picture, because I was helping break down like the Grand Habano booth and Lotus booth and helping pack all that stuff up. So yeah, I was.
Okay, so what happened?
You didn't see my picture that I posted on Discord?
I didn't, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, so when Drew Estate had a huge booth, because they're not doing PCA, they're just doing TPE. So they took, and when they tore their booth down, all their display stuff They set it all on the floor. They didn't take any of it with them. They didn't pack it up to ship it. So there was like just boxes of and tins of shit all over the fucking floor. Like no regard for their own product. They just left it all over the place.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So there was there product in there, or is it just the tins?
Yeah, some of them were product hidden too. It was display. Like some of them actually had product, some of them didn't.
No, that's
Wow.
kind of like bad. I mean that tells people like how much they think their cigars are worth. With nothing put on the floor, right? Because like if anybody who have any respect for their product, they will pack their product first before they put out away the table and stuff.
That's right.
I'm not trying to trash Drew Estate, but then when I hear about that, I was like, that's really bad. That's like don't you have pride of your product? There we go. What the fuck? Where's mine?
They're on order. These were show samples. And this one actually was cracked, is why I told him just go ahead and give it to me. But...
Right. Anyways, so yeah, when I saw that, I was like, any company will have enough pride in their product. They grow their own, right? They grow their own. They roll their own. Oh, Warfighter.
Yeah, I did some business with them.
Are you carrying it or no?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, I am.
Right. So, if you have any respect and value of the product, you would not put that for someone to even pick it up.
Yeah.
I'd rather to go one by one and just give it away. That's
what some of them did. They were like, hey, handing out extra samples, blah blah blah. If their reps were there, they're giving their reps here. If they drove there, here, go ahead and take this for car stock, blah blah blah. But not just leave all the shit all over the place.
Right. You will go one by one, and then if you care about your business, right, go one by one and give more, rather than I'm gonna sit over there. Anybody who it's kind of embarrassing to even pick it up. I would not pick it up. In fact,
I don't know.
I walk by and I see a box of cigar like that in a tray, even though you're cleaning up on the floor, I would not go pick it up. Because what? I'm a bagger now. I'm gonna pick it up for you. So hearing it, it's kind of like my wife's like, where's all the tables? Don't they put on tables? That they probably fold their table because they value their table more than their cigar.
Pretty much.
So and I can understand why they don't want to take it, because shipping probably costs more than the cost of that cigar. And I can understand that. But again, give it away the proper way.
Uh-huh.
Right? Give it the proper way. Give it to the workers. Give it to the whatever. Just go home and give it to someone.
What was that, Albert?
I don't even see the picture, man.
That was yesterday at some point.
Yeah, yesterday on Discord.
I'm looking.
True to fashion.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, true to fashion. We got back to the hotel at about 2:30 this morning, or 3 o'clock. After dinner and going to the lounge, and yeah, it was fun though.
I bet I was gonna go.
Our table was rowdy enough with 6 guys being at it that we made this one couple uncomfortable next to us, and they left. And we're at what is it? Carmine's. It's at Caesar's Palace. Yeah, these people got uncomfortable and left. It was hilarious. Well, because like I was making a joke at Alec, and everybody's laughing, and then the lady was like, "Oh my god, like I'm so sorry that it's like this. I didn't think it'd be this way." And then the dude turns and looks at Alec, and Alec looks at him, and he winks at him, and they just got up and fucking left because he was messing with them, because he saw that they were being like all prudish about shit. Because we were just having a good time. We weren't being like raunchy or anything. We were just having a good time. I mean, don't get me wrong, my joke was a little juvenile, but it was hilarious.
Oh, breakfast bitch is out. So that's a cue that Sherry is officially drunk. So Enigma, I'm glad you asked about the Facebook group. I had already talked about this. Our group is slowly moving away from Facebook, because I think it's already bad enough that mods have to modify, like moderate a certain level of comments.
Yeah.
That Facebook monitors our comments too. Right?
Yeah, it's weird.
I got flagged for my comment a month ago, and I was like, WTF, right? So they say that happened 3 times, our group will get shut down.
Wow.
So we're slowly moving away from Facebook because I don't think that our group will do well with that kind of more and more of a censorship from a platform, right? So a lot of people is like, why is Tony making blah blah blah? All the other things fine, blah 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 blah. Well, I've seen a lot of those already. Like, I often seen Jeff's comment gets pulled by Facebook. William Gallahan's comment gets pulled by Facebook, and a few other people's comment. Like even James got pulled before. And honest God, for me, I would not mind seeing those comments. Those comments look normal. We're all adults, right? So, as Facebook being super PC and ultra sensitive now, it's not a good, healthy environment to continue to grow Shadow Smoke's Legion on Facebook.
Right.
This is why.
Not to mention, I'm on a Macintosh too, so
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything?
we say it's for PCs. I'm like, super. If you got like super, it's like
No, I
all
said they
about-
are PC.
right, but I do Macintosh, so
And really, I know people is like, oh, I gotta learn a new program and it's gotta give me issues and stuff. Facebook, I've used Facebook ever since when it first came out, and it has
Facebook
not.
it's gotten way more like convoluted. It's
There
stupid
is
now.
more issue with Facebook operations and the software than any other software I use. I got okay. Aside from MySpace is hard as hell to use.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
All right, Facebook app often frozen out on me. Facebook app often doesn't refresh for me, and I don't even know what post is new, ever. I don't even know if something I read before or is that duplication, because like that's why I always like I thumbs up things I saw, even though you say I saw, I still because I will see duplications, even though you only post it one time, but they post it twice. So, unfortunately, that is where we're moving towards. And I can tell you that, honestly, I really think that the new system we're using, the new way we're dividing the states and stuff like that, you're going to find there are more members near you than you. There's going to be an easier way to just have a small hangout. There's going to be easier way to join a conversation really quickly. And if you feel like your conversation kind of separates from the main room's conversation, you can start a new thread, separate from that, or go to a chat room or something. There is multiple ways to have an individual topic being talked about, right? Facebook group is private, yes. Our group, all our stuff are private. Our websites are private. Our Facebook group are private. Our Discord is private.
our part of Facebook is private parts.
So yeah, I mean that's where we're going right now. So Igniba, if you do join us in the future, you'll end up in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
I think we will stop giving out Facebook invite because that just makes it a lot harder to move everybody back. I'm looking to move everybody to Discord, and trust me, you can still post your pictures. In fact, we have a new section where you can recommend whatever cigar that you think is amazing. Okay, you can literally just go post, hey, I think there's a hidden gem. I think that's a short smoke. I think whatever. We can always make more room for that. But for Facebook, the only benefit for you guys who's using Facebook is that it's on the same platform as all the other group that you guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to promote more active engagement And I think Discord is the way to go. Like literally, one person posts a topic. As long as somebody see it, keep going. It's on, right? You gotta say, well, I don't want my phone to go off all day long and stuff like that. You can adjust the notification. Just
Yeah,
like
it's
you know,
it's
my
a lot
Facebook
better.
notification goes off all day long. If I go comment on one thread, everybody comments jumps on my phone. I had to go in there and turn off the notification individually.
Yep.
But
Yep.
for Discord, you can set it so that unless my names are tagged individually, I will not see any notification. You can adjust that.
I think the main goal here is that we're all in one accord about Discord. I think that's the goal, right? Right?
There are many more options. That's number one. Number two,
Those are past it.
here's I can tell you this, okay? If every member is on Discord, you no longer have to say your goodbyes when you leave.
Sure.
All right, that will be one rule I remove. If everybody's on Discord, you leave the Discord. It actually gives us a notification. We can go update the thing. We don't even need to find out anymore.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, if you guys thought that rule was kind of stupid, once we move to out to Discord, that's actually that rule will no longer be valid. You don't have to say your goodbyes. When you leave, it shows that you leave. So
I was gonna say, yeah, Enigma, dude, they don't care if your group's private or not. If it goes against their TOS, they'll flag your post. Or their algorithm thinks it does. They don't care.
if you talk about, hey, I found this cigar, it's $5 each, and you make that post, right away they're like, you're trying to sell something,
Right.
and they'll change your post into a selling post. That's all that stuff, all the things that they integrate into this as like they think they, is ease of access. It's not. It's actually more bothersome. When I post something, if I ended up with a question mark somewhere in there, they make my thing as a question. And somebody comes in, answer it, and say, somebody has answered your question. And I have to go, like, that post was rhetorical. I wasn't looking for a question.
Yep.
So maybe you should do a question mark, exclamation point, and that way it's like a rhetorical question.
It's still, they will think it's a question. Right? So, I mean, all that problem that we're facing with Facebook slowly, kind of like now that we find, and we kind of start building our Discord to really do good, right? And like, those people who have OGs and heritage members, all the stuff I can actually organize now. There's a way to organize them, right? Who's who, what's where, when they're online, all that stuff is there. And it makes the mod's job a lot easier. And
Yes.
it's a lot easier for me to stop an argument there. It's a lot, like, for example, we had a conversation and it started to turn political. And actually that's where it stops. That's where it stops. Put a big stop sign. That's where we stop.
Mm-hmm.
It was
We
quick.
should have no Discord on Discord.
So yeah, I really think it's a good thing, and I hope people will all jump there.
Man.
Now,
I'm off by half a step. That
No, you're all right.
all right? Just wondering.
now, if you feel like that is a deal breaker for you to stay in the Shadow Smoke Legion, I'm sorry, I end up saying goodbye to you in the end.
What? Because we don't do politics?
No,
Good.
talking about.
Wait a minute.
I thought
Come
because
on.
you know. Stop.
We do
I'm
not.
saying in the not within the group. Now we're not within the posting. We can bullshit with politics here. We can bullshit with politics. We're bullshitting with each other. We don't do it within like the server or on the Facebook page, the Facebook group.
It's not
I just
Facebook's
gotta-
opinionated, the fact checker. No. Like sometimes the topic will get somewhat political, all right? Somewhat. But here's the thing: when it's political, there's always two sides. You're never gonna win. This argument will never end, right?
Correct.
So you'll end somewhere. The mods will go in and stop you.
Yeah. Be like,
no matter how thin you make the pancake, there's always two sides.
So when
That's
does
a
it go
fact.
from being a when does it go from being a pancake to a crepe?
I think no, actually, the recipe. It's the recipe that's different.
Because I've made both. I just can't remember what's different about it.
There is
Because
a
I've made
recipe
crepes.
difference,
It's almost like a pancake, super thin.
right? No,
Yeah,
pancake is thicker.
it's closer to a waffle batter, I guess, in a way.
So, you know, I feel people is gonna go that way, and I can tell you, we have about 100 human beings, 100 human beings.
Fucking Sherry.
Telling you, she's there. She's at the line of the drink, and then I think 2 more drinks, she will turn from breakfast bitch to White Castle.
I
I've
had
always
I had 1.5 glasses of wine last night. It's pretty big
one of
deal.
these days, man. I'm gonna go to a breakfast place, and there's gonna be a lady named Myrtle there, right?
Oh my god.
And I'll be like, I'll have the crepes, Myrtle.
Oh my god. But yeah, let me put it out there, okay? This will be an like official, okay? Eventually, once we get in majority of the members, I'll set in Discord. Moving to Discord will be mandatory. And if you think that's gonna be a deal breaker, now is the time. Just want to put it out there because I've decided to move that way, and that is gonna be where our group is moving towards. And it's gonna be a lot easier because we always have somebody there, and it's more engaging, it's more active. It's not just about posting pictures.
What if,
Yeah, and then
20 OG members quit because of it? 20,
You know what?
20 OG members quit.
Let me tell you this: once all the OG quits, I can finally assign number for the heritage.
Okay, so you're moving on to heritage then. Okay, I got it.
we're gonna be replaced. Wow.
But so long as we have one OG, we will not assign numbers to heritage. All right, just to put it out there. All right, that will be the destination, the goal we're moving towards. Like, that's slowly there. I know some people needs time and thoughts and decide what to do, but Shadow Smoke Legion was never just a place to put pictures. If you want to put pictures, Instagram is your friend. All right, go to Instagram, post picture, and do whatever. Right, but Enigma, you have to be invited.
I think he's asking to be invited.
So you gotta get a hold of one of us beautiful people. I'm the only one that can say I'm beautiful because I don't know about everybody else, but
But you're the only one that say you're beautiful. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I can get others to say it. I don't know if it'd be genuine, but I get them to say it.
Agreed. Yeah, but you are right. You're the only one that can say you're beautiful.
That's right.
All right. So I'm putting it out there that we're going towards, like, I was being iffy last year, but this year I really see the benefit of it. We start to do state by state groups. We start to do, badges for each state. I want to do all that for everybody so that everyone is recognized, whether or not they're from different state or they have different interests and all that stuff. I want to be able to do that. I can assign 200 something of those badges, and I'm probably end up with that.
Sherry, I apologize. I forgot you were on here. Sherry is a beautiful woman. She will take care of you right now if you message her.
Okay, so
Enigma, you got to search us out, bro. You got to search us out. You got to do the work.
Exactly, and that's where it's going. And if that became the new era of Shadow Smoke's Legion, so be it. Right? If all the older members decide to go, I gotta move on because I don't want to go install this decent bullshit.
You gotta search the shadows, man. Think about that.
Yeah.
Right. So if that means that a lot of members are like, you know what, I'm not gonna go with this shit. This is not what I like. I'm moving on. I'm another group that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So be it. Because I want the direction of this group goes is active, friendly family group where everybody knows each other. Kind of thing. We're a small group. Everybody should be able to load. Right? So
maybe they can join the lit smokers. Legion.
You can go. There's plenty of other group, but
the
this
lit
group,
smokers, like the one instead of shadow, the lit.
This group is family. This group, I want people to enjoy it. It's such a small hobby, small group of people that is to extent a shame not to take advantage of.
Right.
Right? We have our first meet or second meet is in a week away. We already have a few small meets, and those meets are ass kicking awesome. In fact, if you didn't get the breakfast bitch sentence, it's because you were not at the meet,
You were not in Arizona
right?
going to breakfast with us.
This is how you're gonna enjoy a group. This is how you're enjoying to be in a community. Posting picture, nobody knows you. I don't see how that's gonna like. Okay, you want to enjoy the cigar today. You want to tell people about the cigar. You want people to actually engage into that conversation about this cigar, not just say thumbs up. Right? If all you're looking for is thumbs up or heart, Instagram will be your best friend. In fact, everybody in the group and outside the group will see it.
I will tell her, Sherry. I got you. Thank you.
Right? So, unfortunately, we will see another exodus when that became mandatory.
Come on, if Gallahan can even get over there, I really don't think we're gonna have that much of an issue.
Gallahan, I'm surprised Gallahan actually pulled the trigger and jumped over.
Did he realize that his name got changed on there?
What do you mean his name kind of changed? Oh yeah, he went like a Billy, something like that.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
It wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't me.
It was at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I got back to my hotel room the other day. And I was like, oh, he's on here.
But yeah, if you guys have the name all of a sudden change on you, I don't change people's name. Only thing I will do is to enforce the OG to use their numbers, and prestige member use their numbers, and people who's not those don't use any numbers.
I'm not. I don't just change people's names. If the only thing I was thinking about, if for some reason you get like a little nickname that carries on, and it spirals out of control, then we might have to require that.
Oh yeah, well, for example, little guy is a little guy.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, that's gonna suck, man. That you're not gonna be able to make it.
Sure, for sure.
You're a lot of fun to hang out with.
But here's the good news. When are you gonna hear good news?
No.
Don't. So I'll skip. I'll move on to the next
No,
one.
I want good news.
I was gonna say a good news, but didn't want to hear it.
Fine.
Here's the band. Oh, that looks better now. It's easier to read.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
See, it's a hologram, everything. It's a little Chinese thing, okay? I'm telling you, if you make something bling bling and going, oh my god, like something that I have to actually have American eyes to look, then that's something I'll buy.
That needs to be a button. I swear.
Oh, so you got to zoom in on him, get him to do it again, screenshot it, button, it can be done.
The good news is
very, very affordable.
my wife is now actually interested to go hang out in Arizona.
That's awesome.
She'll go see the scene of the crime.
Is she gonna come? Is she gonna come into Miami next year?
No.
No.
She's going to Miami this year.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. She wants to go during the time I go, so that I will spend some time with her to go. I don't know, somewhere in Phoenix, some
Okay, cool.
places, and then I can still do my hangout. But she wanted to see the area, like she's like, stop talking about those places. I'm not gonna move there if I don't know the place. I was like, fine, go together. We'll go have fun, and then you can tell me whether or not you like it. So Arizona and Texas meet might still happen again.
That's awesome. That's fine.
Right. So that means that Jason, there's always next time.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because old fashioned. That was one of the reasons I missed the place. Yes.
I saw Salmon Rosie yesterday.
But I will say, Jason's close enough that we can kind of do. We can do another Texas meet since we have like 20 plus people in Texas.
Yeah, they can always be like a semi meet, not the annual meet, but like you can still have smaller meet. You can still have meet. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the truth is that Texas, like that 11 people, always have their meets somewhere.
Yeah, and it's much like it's true to the size of the state. It's the biggest state in the
Oh my
union.
God, please stop.
We got the biggest
Okay,
group.
Arizona
in the region.
Okay, Arizona may be too desert, but Arizona is the number 2.
It is number
cigar,
2.
Number 2 cigar market in the United States.
It is number 2. I agree.
Don't tell me Texas number 1. Just come on.
And you were looking at the number 1 Casa Cuevas dealer in Arizona for 2021.
No, okay.
Right here.
I don't see Arizona as being too desert.
It's not.
Have you been to Dubai?
Dude, Arizona is extremely diverse. So you go to Phoenix, that's that quintessential desert that people think of when they think about Arizona desert. You go south of Phoenix to where I live, it's different. You got everything from juniper trees to pine trees to desert. You go up north, it's a regular pine and it's a regular pine forest. So it's an extremely diverse state when it comes to the geography of it.
From my experience, Arizona have too much moisture in the air. Yeah, that's
Or it's because it had rained.
Still, that's too much. That's too much. That should be dry. Anyway,
dude, if you went to Vegas, okay, the weather was the same as where I live, right? The only thing that's different about Vegas is that's like desert. As soon as that sun went down, it got to like 45 instantly.
But that's the thing. If you're in Vegas, that's actual desert. So
it's the middle of nowhere. I hate it. I hate Vegas.
I know my wife and I might go to Vegas hang out too. So who knows? But yeah, my wife have all this idea. All of a sudden, she goes, "You know what? If we had to move there in the future, we could. But first, I had to figure out which one."
Enigma, Florida's number 1.
You know, it'd be like a really cool name for a casino in Vegas. The Sands. The Sands.
Yeah, there's already been a Sands hotel and casino there for forever. We're late on that one.
So late.
The Sands, the Sahara, which is where
Sahara.
We're all bivouacked.
Going to Vegas in a few weeks, adult playground.
It's fun. Okay, I don't like to gamble. Like I went and hung out when some gambling was being done the other night, and it was funny, but I don't like gambling. So
well, go to Vegas. There's a lot of things other than gambling. I mean, there's shows to watch, there are things to play with, there's shopping and all that stuff. But if you like to see sightseeing, other than the hotel, there's nothing to see.
The city's a shithole.
You can go take the damn tour.
That's right.
The tour take you to like Pawn Star. Silver.
No, the damn tour.
The damn tour.
I got a question. We're gonna get some damn bait. Take all the damn pictures you want. Now, there any damn questions?
Oh my god.
I love that movie. We're gonna get some damn bait.
We are, moving that way. So, slowly in the future maybe. Because I told my wife, like, the amount of money we're paying over here, the amount of electric bills I'm paying over here, aside from AC electric bill over there, it's got to be crazy.
The Grand Canyon is actually Arizona. But that's cool.
What happened?
That's ours. We own the Grand Canyon. Okay, there's a cigar that I got to smoke, and they were giving them out. And so I want you guys' opinion on this. So we had a conversation about this last night. And the cigar is very good that I tried. Okay, company called 1910. It's 100% Mexican tobacco.
Yeah, I heard of this.
Beautiful band. Did you hear about this already?
Val talked about the 1910 already.
So it's a beautiful band. All this stuff. They have one SKU, one size, one blend. That's it. One cigar.
Hold on.
So how in the hell are you going to make a brand out of that?
Well, not yet, right? Slowly, right?
No, if you're doing that, anybody that comes out with something, you got to come out with more than one size. and more than one blend. You've got to come out with some sort of core. Because how are you going to market to a shop? What kind of space are you going to get? One box?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Specialty.
You're going to get lost, and it's like a $17 cigar.
Oh, $17?
Yeah, they're really good. I'm not going to lie to you. That thing was smooth. It was like Davidoff smooth. It was ridiculously good. There wasn't a lot of spice to it at all. Very good cigar, but it only comes in a Robusto.
I don't
he
mind.
had
I
some
smoke
kind
with
of thing going.
Robusto. I smoke with Robusto. I'll be okay with that.
That was one blend. I'm like, that's cool, but like, okay, you figure you think retail, right? You go into a humidor. There's one box of that brand. It's going to get lost within everything else.
I'll be okay with that. If it's a good cigar, one size, so what? It will get
It
there
is.
eventually,
It is a good cigar, and
You'll
they're
get
cool
there
people. It's a
eventually.
good cigar.
right? Maybe it's like something like they test the water to see if it's gonna be popular, is it gonna work, all that stuff. Who knows? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Martine's been off for years. What are we talking about?
Martin's not off the. It's not on the show today. He was on Wednesday, so he's probably trying to edit his videos. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they start adding stuff to their line once they. It's more like this is what we can get out right now. Yeah, because you talked about box issue and all that stuff, right? Maybe that's what it is. They have manufacturing issue.
No, well, no. I talked to him. That's not what it is. So, the way he explained it, he's like, okay, say you got somebody that's say a broker, right? And they represent 75, 100 shops. I'm okay with just being in 10 of them. He's not looking to grow the brand and like make exponential growth out of it.
So he's doing it for fun, whatever.
It's weird to me.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys watched anime called Demon Slayer.
No.
Inside, everybody they're like samurais, okay? And all the samurai have different moves, whatever. There's one guy that only have one move, right? And there's like, what if you're fighting somebody and then you need multiple moves? And then the answer was, if you can cut someone, one move is all you need.
True. Very true.
Right? So, like, something like that with a cigar is, if you can make one cigar that beats everybody, one cigar is all you need. Right? And
Now,
here's the thing. They can focus on that one SKU and production of that one SKU and never have any issues.
That would be a cool name for a cigar, though. If you only have one SKU,
it's going to be called the one SKU.
cigar. Yeah.
You're gonna call it the one.
Yeah. The one.
What is this? That is the one.
Number one.
Right? I can see that. I mean, if you're not looking to make a huge profit out of it, you'll just try to do something to see if you can, for the heck of it. And this is the one, and nothing else is gonna beat that. Then just make one.
I'm thinking, brand growth and people recognizing it,
and I can understand that. I can understand, but think of it this way, okay? Like Tesla, when it first came out, it's one car.
Yeah.
Right. So eventually they can add more as popularity gets there. But now, especially with the supply chain issue, they focus on one thing, and that makes the whole thing a lot easier.
Nice.
Right. They go to any cigar shop. It's like, okay, show me what you got. They pull out one cigar, and then like, is there anything else have? And you can just simply say, if you don't like this one, you're not gonna like anything else.
Hey, you're not gonna like our other stuff.
There can only be one Highlander.
You know what I'm saying? I can see that as being like, individualized thing. There are a lot of companies that makes nothing but one thing. And they'll add more to it as it gets more popular and stuff like that. And it became a niche thing, right?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they put a single cell vegetable cells in there. Plain cell. On the band. Does the band look good? Yes.
The band is very nice. Dude,
but here's the thing. Why didn't they emboss the snake?
I don't know, and then the wrapper on the cigar was so smooth.
Why
was
didn't they emboss the
crazy.
slick? Okay, so here, for those people who didn't bother to go online and look for it, here's a picture. And I absolutely hated halfway stuff. You gotta emboss stuff. You gotta make it pop. Do it all the way. Do it all.
Especially when they only have one blend and one SKU.
Yeah, focus not one thing. You know, you're not gonna do everything half-assed. You do one thing very well, right? So focus on one thing and do it well. What is this?
It's a very good cigar, though.
What is this? Like the rest of the band look absolutely cool, and the side green and orange, great coloring, right? I can get that. Even the reflections are like freaking orange and green. I can see that.
It's awesome. It's
But why is the logo itself not embellished? It's black and white.
They don't
Kills
want
me.
to embellish it.
Kills me. All right, gonna do it. Do it all the way. All right, do it all the freaking way.
I guess
right?
he used to work with Oscar Vallardes. So like Leaf by Oscar.
And this box, 1910 box.
Yeah, it's 100% Mexican tobacco in it.
Doesn't it look like this?
But that's Chinese, so you know where the Chinese got it. They ripped it off, man.
Yeah, they ripped it off, man.
This was older than that. That cigar just came out. This came out before that.
They ripped it off, bro. They rip everything off. It's Chinese, you know how they are.
You know, see? Embellish
get
your
fooled,
logo.
man.
Embellish your logo. You know, don't like just because you came out 6 years earlier in your family doesn't mean you can't embellish. When I saw that box, it reminds me of this. Like, come on, tell me that doesn't look like it. That box does not look like that.
It does.
All right, here's the box. Oh my god.
It's one of those ones. If you get to try this cigar and you want to just like throw out $15 and try actually a cigar that's really good, yeah, it's good.
This is the box.
Yep. Veracruz.
What the hell? What the hell? My god. Are they twins?
A little bit. A little bit.
Ah.
I got to talk with the walrus for a little while.
Who?
The walrus?
Who's a walrus?
Have you ever seen the animated Alice in Wonderland, Disney Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah?
Remember the walrus that was going to eat all the little oysters?
No,
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. Dude,
Okay,
you know
well,
how old that anime series is?
Yeah, I know, but you know who he looks like?
What do you look like?
Steve Saka.
Huh?
Steve Saka.
Really?
Yeah, he does. He looks almost just like him. I hung out and talked with him a little bit yesterday. It was funny.
When you say somebody looks like walrus, I think of the guy from Mythbuster. That guy really looked like walrus.
Jeremy Heineman?
Yeah.
He does.
He really looked
Jeremy
like a
was-
walrus.
Saka had put back a few because it was towards the end of the show yesterday.
Different shade of orange.
So that
That's
shit
good.
was
That's
that
good.
shit was fucking hilarious.
Well, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Tell the story.
Okay, so Steve had been drinking a bit, and you could tell. We were bullshitting, talking about lighters and whatever. And then so he had put a post up about a customer that came to talk to him the day before. This customer comes and sits down. He's like, "Sell me on your cigars. I've never heard of them." And so he's going, and he's telling me, we're small. That's fine that you haven't heard of us. That's okay. We're a small boutique brand. We're focused on quality, not on quantity and production, and blah 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 blah. So, we're focused on quality production, quality cigars. And the guy was just, and the guy's okay. Well, then, is it your job to sell me the cigar and tell me why I need to buy it? Just like that. And so pretty much Steve is like, well, if that's how you look at it, I don't want to fucking sell to you if you're going to be an asshole. That's exactly how the conversation went. I was like, wow, he's true to character all the time.
That first sentence will have already
Oh
triggered me. If that's
no,
that's
no, what he's all no. That's how he ended the conversation. He's all, if you'd excuse me, I need to go. I need to go handle another dick
oh shit.
because he's gonna go take a piss. I need to go handle another dick that I actually give a shit about.
Wow. Wow.
I fucking got this.
I'm surprised that he even dealt with him the first sentence.
Dude, I respect that at least. Because at least he's consistent. That made me laugh so hard.
Oops. I pulled some tobacco out of this because it's so tight, and now it's too loose. You'll smoke this that loose?
Would you rather have it too tight or too loose?
At this point, too tight will be better.
Okay. Yeah, Blackbird's got some cool branding. They really do.
So what?
Blackbird, they have some cool branding.
I don't understand why people don't understand it. Like when I talk about how, you know, in like it's almost one advertised 101, right? In terms of packaging, literally is what catches people's eye first. Will have the customer pre-decide what they're gonna buy.
It does. It's visual. It's like food, right? Food's got to be visually appealing before you'll want to eat it. Eat with your eyes first.
You know, like
Mike Clark, I would like to say, yes, I would like to.
but that would be a very expensive carry.
It's an expensive one, but it's one of those ones. Once you invest the money, you know it'll do well.
So yeah, that's for everybody. Okay, no matter what product you sell, you go to the market. The box that attracts you first will be the item you buy in the end. Or no. Okay, because that's what you already think. Even if the item itself is more shitty, your mind is gonna tell you that's more premium. So packaging is more important than the item itself.
Jason, if you can get your hands on a Stillwell, I mean, there's 4 different blends. It is really, really good. I will have to say that because it's like I don't like the fat bottom Betties and stuff like that because they say that's super aromatic and whatever. The Stillwell Star, it still tastes like a cigar. It's not sweet tipped or anything like that, but that pipe like nuance that you get from pipes, that aromatic, it lingers in there. It's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't like smoke them every day, but it's good and it's worth a try. I will say that.
Yeah, back to that. So I think that if somebody decide to spend more money on those bands and box than the cigar, and even the cigar turned out to be shit.
People, okay, that's something that there's this guy, because Jeff had wanted me to talk to the guy and check the cigars out. It's their Hank or Henko or something like that. They're from guys from Germany.
Okay.
Nothing but super high end. This guy makes super high end luggage. I'm talking a $40,000 suitcase, all carbon fiber. He's got the one that's coming out with. It's all carbon fiber. You can charge your phone and like your laptop and shit as you're wheeling it through the airport because he's making it to where it charges through the wheels and all that stuff.
Okay.
And that's what he was. We were having a conversation about that when I was at another booth, and he was talking about people that don't know anything about cigars, or people that are just like a brand buyer, right? Where they smoke it because of the brand and they like it only because it's that brand. And he was talking about that. He's all because this guy. He's all, I've been smoking. I've been smoking cigars for 40 years. 40 years. And so you take off the band, you give it to them, and you tell them this cigar is shit. Doesn't matter if it's their favorite brand, you tell them it's shit. They smoke it, they're like, oh, this cigar's shit. He's all, you tell him it's a cigar that they hate. There's no band on it. You give it to them. You like, smokes this. This is the best cigar, best tobaccos, whatever they smoke it. Oh, this cigar's so good.
Mhm.
It's subjective. It's a lot of it's just in people's heads.
It's
If you hype
supplemental
it up-
suggestion.
Yeah,
Supplemental
you hype it up and you say it's great. They're gonna think it's great, even though it's something that they normally wouldn't like.
For example, the Beat headphone. You guys all
Yeah.
seen those big headphones,
Their,
right?
their quality is not that good.
Its paper driver is shit.
Yeah.
But packaging, advertising, and everything got you think that is the best thing ever because Dr. Dre is behind that shit.
He was smart as hell, and as soon as Apple's like, we want to buy that, he was like, hell yeah, I want to sell that for hundreds of millions of dollars.
But that's kind of a mistake because Apple bought it to kill it.
They still sell them.
No, but they bought it to kill it so that they can sell their own AirPod.
Hey, who cares? He made his money, right?
Yeah, well, I think he could have made more if had he continued along a little bit more.
Like a licensing agreement with them or something?
Yeah. Because that way they can kill it. Apple bought it so that they can kill it. So that they can produce their own $200 AirPods. Because when you see a $99 or $150 Beats headphone versus the Apple's $200 AirPod in the same store, you might go to buy those Beats.
And I will say for a Bluetooth earbud, the AirPods Pros do sound relatively good.
I bought a Wise headphone. I don't know if you guys know that brand, WYZE.
Oh, okay, Wise, yeah.
The guy, I think the owner loves headphones, even though he makes like cameras and shit. He loves headphones, so he made a $45 headphone. That headphone is super awesome.
Awesome.
For $45, wireless Bluetooth.
Nice.
Also active sound, sound barrier and all that stuff. And what's the best part is, when you turn on the active sound silence thingy, so you can't hear outside while you listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hear somebody, like somebody come talk to you, you don't have to take your headset off. Just put your hand in one of the ear and automatically turns on the mode to hear everything else.
That's cool.
So, a lot of time, packaging is everything. And if you spend a little bit more on the packaging, your $45 will have sold a lot more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This is top 10.
Dude, post your top 10 in the other, in where it's relevant, yo. Dude, seriously. Let's see.
That's cool. I mean, none of those are bad cigars, man.
I'm reading those right now. Hold on. Room 101. Namakubi. Namakubi.
Namaboobies. Yes.
Namabubi.
Namaboobies. All right.
These are all like, okay.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Some good stuff. Some of them are hard to find. Not
Yes,
in every
they are.
shop. Some of them it's hard to find not in every shop. But yeah. Is that top 10 you want to try or top 10 you want to smoke? Yeah, this is my list of cigars to try this year.
I had a cannoli the other day, or yesterday, day before yesterday. I don't know, all the days run together. Oh, I gave Matt Booth shit when I was in the bathroom and he walked next to me at the urinal. I told him not to sign the urinal cake.
By the way, did Brendan go? Because he was doing his bathroom. I don't know if you went.
No, he was there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he was there. Yeah, we had this. He was one of the ones that was at dinner last night. It's a I guess a traditional thing, and now I'm within that small circle to do dinner on the last day of the shows. So that's kind of cool.
I was looking at his pictures of his bathroom. I was like, I was like thinking, is he gonna invite me to go test out his bathroom? Because only I can tell whether or not that bathtub is good.
It looks real nice. Well, he
looks
said
really
the
nice.
bathtub. He said it's big enough and deep enough that he can sit in it.
Yeah, he said that in the very beginning. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but to test it out, they need a professional
True.
who literally bath in everything.
Peach tea, no less. What is the point of that?
Huh?
What is the point of that? I
Point
wanted
of
to
that.
ask that.
It smells good.
That's it? Like it doesn't do anything for your skin or anything like that?
Back in ancient time, there was no soap. Right? There was no soap.
Mhm.
So Asians, the emperors and emperors and queens and stuff like that, they bath in tea leaf. Smells good.
Oh, okay.
And tea
Sure,
leaves has
sure.
antioxidant.
Right.
It actually softens your skin, exfoliates you.
Okay. Sherry, I'm on top of it. Trust me, I did not forget. We were actually talking
Yeah.
about those yesterday. I know what you're talking about.
What lighter we're talking about?
Okay,
We-
so there's a little. It's about the size of a mascara tube, single jet Lotus lighter or Vertigo, whichever it is. The one that Denise kept trying to steal from Brandon. It's like the perfect size, and then Sherry uses. She's like, "Oh my god, I need this." They are a cool little lighter.
Hey,
Yeah, like this size, basically.
Exactly the size of like a mascara tube. They're about that long, about that big around, little single jet. They're so cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Albert. I apologize.
at any point, did you have to go and retrieve? Like, was Brandon talking to somebody, and you're like, "Hey, man, it's time to go to dinner. Let's go, Brandon." Did you ever say
Dude, oh my god, that happened last night. That happened last night. We had, let's see.
Let's go, Brandon.
We left the restaurant, okay, and we were going back to the parking garage because we were supposed to go to a lounge where we had a table reserved after dinner. And Brandon's getting stuck in this conversation and bullshitting and like bullshit about going to fucking gamble and all this stuff. Lewis got fucking pissed. Like daddy getting mad, dude. It was so funny. Cause I mean he had a few drinks and stuff, we were having a good time. And he's all, "What the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to fucking go. You need to fucking be there. There's a fucking table waiting. Brandon, let's fucking go." Dude, he was so funny. And then he walked a little bit because he was kind of upset. And then after a minute, he's like, "I'm sorry."
But that's how Brendan is, though. Remember in the meet, we have the same thing. Basically, I have you at the doors, like, and then like shouting out in this. If you had a big speaker, I'd probably be louder than that speaker. Okay, I was
yeah.
like, "Everybody, we need to go. We need to move now." Right? Remember that?
Well,
Who does not have a ride?
dude, we were trying to pack up the booths and we had everything going. We're loading the stuff in the car. Brandon's like, "I'll be right there. I got to take a shot with these guys." 30 minutes later, out there in front with the car. Dude, let's fucking go. Jeez, I know everybody wants to talk to you. Let's fucking go. We got dinner in a while. We got to fucking go.
I still have not seen, Lewis Mass. So I think that would be the
dude.
next goal.
Man, that was like not really the highlight, but that's something that I
All
was
right, man.
blessed to see in a way. Man, it was something else.
So is Lewis gonna get on Discord?
I don't think so.
Probably not. He ain't got time for that.
I don't think he would. We'll have to figure out how to communicate. Because I know he won't have time for that. Or maybe we can have Alec.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe we can get Alec to do it.
Yeah, get Alec on there. So if somebody asks a question, there's answers.
I'll ask him.
Right? Let him know that's the next step of social media.
Sure.
I mean, Brendan's on Discord.
He was on Discord when we had it. Yeah.
The one that like span the middle fingers all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Was on there. Just one, But like I say, yeah, that's where we're going. Getting all like tobacco in my mouth.
Oh, man.
Show fillers. That's what you get.
Are you smoking that night? That's a short filler?
This is a Scorpion Fuma, so it's a.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. I like those.
Those actually are very good.
Yeah, very good. Well, especially for that price, and it's really good beater cigar.
Yeah.
So what you do is you poke holes in the end of it, man.
Yeah,
Neat.
punch it or just poke some holes in the cap.
No, then you just have a tunnel.
What's that?
You don't get the bits as bad.
No, like I try to get these off like a little bit, but then like when they
No, but
kind
if
of
you
fall apart.
poke holes in the cap, you're good.
Oh, Warfighter has something kind of cool for people that have cold weather, because everybody's always asking about like short cigars. So I ordered them. They're a little. They call them Minutemen. They're a 4x44, all long filler. They have it in every one of their blends. Oh yeah, we started making that joke right away.
Minutemen?
Yeah, they're called the Minutemen. I was like, so is that your nickname or what's going on? And John, one of the owners, he's like, hey, you gotta go with what you know.
You know, my hometown mascot was Miniman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I live in Lexington, which Bunker Hill is. Not Bunker
Okay,
Hill,
yep.
Concord is.
That's awesome.
I still have a house there, so.
And then something else that Warfighter told me that they're going to be doing, which is actually going to be really awesome. They're coming out with some charity cigars. One's going to be a red line, one's going to be a blue line, and one's going to be a. It's called that. There's one an organization that deal with called the Hero Sports Foundation. So it's going to be like, it's for veterans and shit. So I was like, heck yeah, you guys let me know when that's coming out. That'll be awesome. Yeah, because I throw the proceeds to charity.
So in the end, the TPE released a lot of good stuff.
Was there anything outrageous that got announced? I don't know, not really. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking there's going to be some at PCAs with the whispers were, so we'll see. But the nice thing is there's the actual 6-month gap in between, like they're supposed to be on the shows.
I'm surprised you didn't take me a picture of the line to order that Flacco.
Well, I didn't have a line because I might have ordered it on Tuesday. But that's okay.
But I would think that there will be some like
There was a lot of those orders going around. They were buzzing at their booth. They were very busy. It was very good. I'm happy for them.
Good. Yeah, I mean that's good. TPE is good. So
Yeah,
next thing,
I looked at Lewis and I was like, "You are stressed out, aren't you?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He's all, "But it's good." I was like, "Oh, you guys have been."
wait,
busy,
why
that's
is he
all."
stressed out?
When he is dealing with customers, it doesn't matter that he can talk to them and everything seems fine. It stresses him the hell out because he's worried about saying everything right and telling them everything correctly and not wanting to not offending somebody or whatever, not being rude.
I thought that was in his nature. He just cannot be rude.
He can't. Oh my God. We were having such a great time at dinner last night. We were making jokes and stuff, and the waiter was amazing. And he's like, anything, we'd make a little joke, and it'd be somewhat at that guy's expense because it was going back and forth. But still, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." The guy's like, "No, man, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm having a good time with you guys." He's like, "No, I'm serious. I appreciate what you're doing." I was like, "Lewis, calm down, dude. He's having a good time too." He's not upset.
Lou is such a good guy to hang out with. I can tell you that.
Oh,
for sure.
heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
So yeah, wait. Enigma just about to smoke now? Come on. Come on.
That's all right.
They got Dojo interview Lewis.
They did. Oh my God. That guy had to do so many freaking interviews. Him and Alec both.
Well, Val, we already did. All of our members did an interview with him.
Yeah. You had him cornered, Val. You got to ask him everything that you wanted to ask.
Yeah, Val,
You got to vent to
you
him.
wasted it.
You
You
got to
wasted
vent.
it on the box story, man.
Yeah, you got to vent.
Lewis loved that though. It's hilarious. You're right. You're wrong, but you're right.
You're right, but you're wrong. But you're wrong. You're wrong, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yes and no. That's how it works. I don't know. I look forward to hang out with him again because he's such a great guy to hang out with.
Oh heck yeah.
His wife, unbelievable nice. Unbelievable nice.
Yes,
Unbelievable. Like, I've eaten a lot of McDonald's in my life. But when she ordered that McDonald's that night, it was the best McDonald's I've ever eaten.
That was badass.
Yeah. Freaking 12:30 at night. More McDonald's I've ever seen in one order in my life. And it was hilarious, man. It was a good time.
That is the best McDonald's I've eaten, bar none. All right, so I'm just telling you, nice person, nice person. And here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people have their business self and their usual self,
Correct.
right? And a lot of time, when they kind of relax a little bit on business, they kind of show their true self, and it's a complete polar opposite.
Right.
But when you're joking in front of Lewis, and then he kind of let loose a little bit, he still feel like the same person.
Yeah.
So like like that's why I say I can't wait to see him angry, because that's a part of that the loose side that you're not gonna be able to see a lot.
Imagine a dad yelling at a teenager. That's exactly what it fucking looked like last night. This morning, whatever it was. Oh man, that was so funny. Val, are you a large or an extra large, Val? For sure.
I still didn't get a t-shirt and a hat. Oh yeah, well, I'm just a great t-shirt. I thought Brendan was gonna help me get one.
Yeah, I gotta take it. I gotta find out his size. I can make all these things happen. Hats. Cuevas
By the
doesn't have
way,
hats, but I can get you a hat. Of some sort.
Val's got a story. I was talking to him earlier today, and he's got a story that you got to hear. And I won't steal his thunder, but it was funny as shit. It's about a cigar. He hooked somebody up with something, and he got a hookup with some sticks, and pretty funny stuff. So maybe he'll jump on the after show or whatever and talk about it.
Yeah, Lewis is good. I mean, I haven't met a lot of cigar people really, but Lewis is like, definitely set the bar, right? If I meet any other cigar people, here, I met Tim, I met, obviously Cigar Mechanic and Lewis. And they kind of set the bar of where I think who I will deal with in terms of talking to a person.
Didn't you meet the Espinosa guy? Didn't we talk
I've
to
never
the
met
Espinosa guy?
No. Michael did. I didn't.
Oh yeah, I've talked with Eric and Jack, and I've talked.
No, we did it on. There was a little live we did with.
No, when I say meet, like personal, in person.
The Espinosa guy.
Oh, that was on Jack Toronto. Yeah, that was on Brandon's podcast.
Yeah.
Another podcast. Yeah.
When I say meet, I mean like in person and get to know the person, talk to them. So and then that's where I set the bar, right? It's like, okay, there's 3 types of people. There is Tim, who is when he's friend with you, he's friend with you.
Yeah.
Right. There is Brendan, who is everybody in this world is an asshole, including himself. And so I'm gonna treat everybody like an asshole, just like I want everybody to treat me like an asshole too. That's Brendan. Like Brendan's like, I am not gonna put a front with you. I'm just gonna give you the I'm gonna make fun of you the day one. That's Brendan. And then we have Lewis, where everybody is saint. This world.
Yeah, it's funny.
Everyone is in the saint this world. So there's three kind of people, and that's gotta be the bar where like where I start to evaluate the rest of the people that I meet in the future. I'll be like, that guy is an asshole. How much an asshole? Is a Brendan asshole? Not there yet. Or something like that,
That's a high bar, man. That's a high bar that he has set with his personality.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan is one of those. If you're on the ground and you trip, and you need a hand, Brendan will lend you a hand after he laughed at you.
Yeah. He won't leave you laying there, but
he won't leave you lying there, but he will laugh about it first.
Hell yeah. That's how
and he will not feel bad about it. He'll be like, that is funny though. And he will give you a hand to get it out.
That's how I broke the ice with the Warfighter guys, man. Just
you fell down?
Making jokes.
Oh, okay.
Making jokes, being a dick. That was that's funny. Lewis forgot that Brandon
names yet?
Pardon?
Has anybody used our cigar names yet?
Nope.
All right, so we're safe.
We are safe, sir.
Yeah, we already have 3 different kind of people to set the bar, right? Oh yeah, actually I never met the person, but there are people that are predetermined that's even more of an asshole than Brendan can ever be.
Yes, there are.
Brendan is a nice asshole.
Yeah.
There's all the asshole you've seen in the world, you're like, that's the one I prefer. That one, please. That's the premium asshole.
I like that one.
I like that asshole. Premium.
There's a joke there somewhere, but we'll leave it
Yeah.
alone.
That's how it is. Okay. One of the funniest things when Lewis asked me to take him to Denise in the airport, he forgot he had Brendan's ride. I was like, "Don't you have Brendan's?" Like, yeah. Brendan tend to, yeah.
Well,
Now, Brendan always, that's a nice part. Brendan always offer people to use his car when they're there.
Mhm.
However, I just can't. I just can't. Well, number one, I don't even know the place that well. Number two, when I stay in Brendan's car, there's always, for some reason, in Arizona, everybody's car's check engine light is always on.
His check engine light's not on that car. That was his old one. His Santa Fe was that Ford thing. No, it's new.
I mean, I know there's a lot of things that will throw check engine light, including like an air sensor. Some stupid things that will set it up. But I really don't want to get stuck, stop in the middle of the highway, driving Brendan's car, have no insurance on his car, and get stuck in the middle of the highway. I do not want that to happen, so I cannot drive his car. But yeah, that's what it is. Fun time. I'm really looking forward to next week. You guys have no idea. Like, I want to be on an airplane, like, right now. You guys have no idea. I've been looking at plane tickets. Where my wife is like, if you want to go that bad, let's go now. Because I'm talking about all the time. I was like, oh, man, I should really pack up my stuff. But if I pack up my stuff, I want to go now. My wife is like, oh, gotta go now, just go. Pack up your stuff and buy a ticket now. We do that all the time, just go. I was like, I can't. No one's there.
I got to join your guys' club and they changed my flight times.
They did?
Yeah, I'm leaving an hour later is all it is. So it's still early.
But still, you still gotta be there like a day earlier than us, right?
Yeah, and then my return flight, because my return flight I was gonna have to go Dallas to Phoenix to here. Now my return flight became a direct.
Oh, that's actually nice.
Yeah, so I'm still getting home at the same time. I was like, cool.
Good. I mean, today they canceled like massive amount of flight, and then I was like, oh, that makes sense because of the snow, right? And then my wife, like an hour later, says, yeah, one flight skid off the runway. Something like that was on the news. I was like, which stupid aircraft company decides to go, you know what? There's a blizzard warning, but I'm gonna fly over there.
Right.
How dumb do you have to be as an airplane company, air travel provider, and says, you know what? Blizzard warning, let's fly. What the hell?
It's a pilot that does it every day of the week. He's like, whatever, we're good.
I don't think they realized. I mean, okay, a lot of places in Massachusetts did not have that much snow. We did not have 30 inches of snow. But the wind are ridiculously, like, the reason that my driveway don't have, like, a feet plus of snow is because the wind blow them away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was that heavy of wind that my wife was like, if we still have a dog right now, would the dog fly? That's what she was thinking. That's how big the wind it was. I was using a snowblower. It was blowing back to my face the whole time. Oh, it was bad. Like, I think it was still going before I came down. The snow was bad, but it did not look like it will be a life-threatening one. A lot of people lose power. That's pretty much it. It wasn't like, obviously it wasn't like Katrina. It was just snow. But keep in mind, if this snow was in Texas, it will be a state of emergency. The whole city will shut down. In fact, the whole country will shut down for Texas because Texas is bad. Yeah, we did have blizzard warning for days. So, back to that cigar. I think the one thing about Chinese cigars is that they don't transition. So throughout the entire cigar, it tastes kind of the similar taste. It gets stronger and lighter. That was pretty much it. Right? It is very similar in flavor. It didn't go...
It should be actually be getting lighter the more you smoke it.
No, it should get stronger the more you smoke.
But it's getting lighter.
You mean the weight?
Yeah.
But Yeah, it just tastes like herbal kind of stuff. Would it go really well with some alcohol? Yeah, it will. Does it go well like by itself? Not so much. Kind
I
of
think
boring.
Tony's starting to ignore me.
Try to get it's kind of boring of a cigar. I try to get through things, you know. uh, it's kind of a okay. It's kind of boring of a cigar, and throughout it's just that either herbal grass note with a little bit of sourness, but not a lot, and it's got a little bit bitterness to it too. So I can see that like if you're having like a sweet drink, having a coffee, having a tea even, it will kind of go with it, right? Even tequila, it'll go with tequila.
Jason's comment, I love it.
What?
Jason's comment.
The thing about Chinese cigar, you want another one in 15 minutes.
It's like Chinese food, man. You eat all of it, you're like, man, I'm so full. 15 minutes later, awesome one.
I don't think you want another Chinese cigar in 15 minutes because I literally light up another cigar. That bitterness will go good with something else. You kind of offset your palate. But I don't prefer to smoke a whole hour of even a slight bitterness.
Yeah.
Some people like that though. A lot of
yeah.
Chinese people like bitter because that's one of the flavor that you usually don't get. You know, we eat like bitter melons and stuff because it's bitter, and actually it makes everything else taste better. So yeah, it's there and it tastes very similar to other Chinese cigar. I mean, when you ask me what are the difference between the two, the only difference for me between this cigar and the Yellow Ox is Yellow Ox was a little bit more peppery. I don't think Chinese has mastered the transition game, where the notes transition from one to another, or different note comes out. It was just pretty much the same. And it could be because this one particular one has a really high draw, and it just doesn't want to smoke well. I do get much better notes on the Retro Hill. But the cigar is so boring, I forgot to Retro Hill much.
So it's one of those ones that doesn't really come alive unless you retro it.
So that's pretty much it for that cigar. So what the price? No, but then they set the price due to number one, production. There's not a lot of people in China smoking, right? We talked about this average earning that cannot afford a cigar, so their production cigar is not a crazy big production, right? Majority of people who smoke cigar in China will be smoking Cuban. So this is like what do you call that? Like a souvenir, like something for fun, like a once in a while thing. It's cool. It's there, but it's not something I will see a regular people who are looking to expand their palate to say, I'm gonna smoke nothing but Chinese cigars.
I mean, but it's a different experience, though.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like one of those, like, I've tried it. Okay, good, right? Just like, okay, some people might go try sushi for the very first time, and sushi tastes great, and they'll be like, that tastes great, but doesn't mean I want to try it again.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of Chinese cigar like that. You tried it, you're like, that's interesting. I enjoyed it. Would I go buy a box for it? Probably not. Right? So it's one of those cigars. And I'm very disappointed in the box, though. Engraved the shit out of the box. By the way, I should look at if they have the
Yeah, you're right, Jason. He does. But you gotta figure he's been smoking cigars since God knows when.
He blends on the retro hair profile, okay? Let's see.
One thing about Jason, man, that guy, he knows something about everything, man. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. Jake's a smart guy, man.
Oh, you have the
One
Tigers
thing I
still
learned
not.
about him in Arizona, the time I was able to talk with him and whatnot, smart dude, man. We'll miss not seeing you, brother. We're gonna have to do something in Hot
We need to,
Springs, something, man.
we need to do more meets. I mean, a lot of people don't really realize how fun the meet is until they. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
see a lot of people say, "Oh, that's a long travel and everything." You know, it'll take a few days, and it really is that fun. It really is that fun. Look at Val. You know, he went to one, he cannot go. He cannot wait to go to the next one. Tell me.
And it's one of those things where it seems like it's a whole lot longer than it is because it feels like it's jam packed.
But at the same time, if it went by in a flash,
Yeah.
it went by like a flash. It was fun. It was good to do a lot of things together. It was it felt very different, even though you just hang out in the lounge. You know, doing things in a group has that magic. I mean, I feel like a lot of people who does not do it is missing out. If you think that cigar is really just go to my local lounge and smoke and post pictures, you are missing out a large portion of this whole hobby. You really are. Like it almost makes next to no difference than smoking a cigarette. The cigar has that celebration feel to it. And when you give a reason for that celebration, when you actually attach that to a meet or a bunch of people and stuff like that, it becomes much more of a social thing. It's a lot better. Like, why join a social media if you're not gonna social?
Well, I always say, celebration, good times. Come on,
Oh my
let's celebrate.
god.
That's my philosophy.
That's the
It
thing.
is okay. It doesn't matter if you're doing it with friends and you're going to lounge, you end up having a great time. And then you go since I've gotten to experience the trade shows, right? Everybody's doing their thing, they're doing business, whatever. Then when everybody gets to hang out at night afterwards, it's everybody's having a great time on a grand scale. And it just showcases it showcases why it's so much fun and why we like
And then
it.
then you try to pull out one of the cigars that you picked up at the thing, and they're like, "Oh no, don't smoke that shit. That's what we sell. Let me show you the good stuff."
No, it's funny because what you do is you get brand owners, right, where they're smoking their stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And then once they take, and that's what they like about the trade shows, and they're like that hanging out afterwards. They're like, "Oh man, it's fucking fun. I can smoke something else finally. Thank fucking God," just like that. And they love their stuff. They love what they do, but you get tired of it. In a way, you get tired of it after a while, right? Something to tantalize your palate a little bit. And they get excited about that. They get excited to try everybody else's stuff.
Right. The members can ask around other members. And I'll be very surprised if one member tell you that the trip was not worth it, or the trip was boring, or the meet was boring. We did not have a boring moment, really. Like even like it was like between, let's go get food. There's always some small story in there. And that story will be told over and over again. Like in fact, this trip became Sherry's drunk talk. If Sherry is gonna be drunk and talk about something, it'll be about that something about that trip.
Oh heck yeah!
Right? That's how good it was. We had good time having breakfast, bitch, and then we have good time having lunch, dinner. We have, in fact, like I said, McDonald's. Even McDonald's in the middle of the night became a story.
Oh heck yeah!
Well, that's what I did. I told Val, I was like, "Get up, Val. Let's go have some breakfast, bitch." He's like, "Oh, we went yesterday." It's like, "No, I mean, let's go downstairs and have some breakfast."
You gotta have really good stories from doing that, and you might not have that by simply just go to your local lounge and really meet the people that you're talking online. Like, here's the thing people don't do is that we see a lot of people online, but we never But when you actually meet them, you ask yourself, why did you wait so long? You finally got to. Why did you wait so long? Because it was that fun. It was that fun. Like when they say we're gonna do the Texas meet, now it's gonna be more people. At first I was like, you know what? I can't. I'm gonna work. Right? And then James says, I'm going. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Right? It was like that. It was like, oh, you know, I get to meet James. I get to meet Albert, everybody. And I get to meet all the new people that joined the Shadow Sports Legion. Worth it.
That's right.
Worth it. I was literally telling my wife, it's like, man, I gotta miss the bathtub. I want that hotel have no bathtub. And my wife's like, but you get to meet other people.
True.
And honestly, I can tell you, if it's that necessary, you can share a room with someone or book. Literally, all you need to do is book a box because your sleeping hour will be like maybe 3 to 4 hours. That's how much you get to sleep.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right? I went back to a hotel. I take a bath. I fall asleep in the bathtub. I get up. It's time to Michael is downstairs.
Yeah, I'm with Val. I'm with Val on that, by the way, on his comment.
This is why the hangout should be used. Yeah, and okay, it's the weirdest thing. Okay, there's not one person that was at the meet that feel awkward meeting another person.
Heck no.
Everybody will feel like we know each other for a long time. Come here and have a hug. Right? Then we have like, okay, there is one.
Okay.
Artifact.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one.
Well, he's new. He was new, and I don't. I mean, he'd never really interacted with it.
Yeah.
With us
He
a
warmed
lot.
up.
Because
man.
nobody know
Warmed
how
up.
Artifact looks like. So when
Yeah.
Artifact showed up, we didn't know he was Artifact.
Yeah, because then he came and he hung out with us the next day over at Big Sticks and stuff like that. So yeah.
But that was one. All right.
It's
But
kinda like
everybody
he was
else,
an artifact.
no problem at all. Everybody else, no problem because we interact with each other. And when we finally meet each other, it's like old friends that haven't seen each other for 20 years and finally met.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
stuff.
For those people that haven't tried, really should go to one of those. Really should. And I'm very surprised that other group doesn't do that. If you're in a group that doesn't do anything other than post a picture and talk about cigars, you're missing out. You are absolutely missing out. And I'm not afraid to say that. If I gotta get flame and stuff like, hey, Tony, your group is so tiny. What the fuck do you know? I don't care. Because once you have this meet, you realize just simply posting picture and say, hey, that's a nice picture. That's a nice cigar. I tried that. It's only that tiny, small portion of this hobby. That much. Right? That's like me going to talk about how different Chinese food from, like, you know, hi, have you tried that Chinese food over there? The fried rice are pretty nice. Have you tried the fried rice over there? It's not gonna do anything because at the end of that conversation, there's nothing. You gain nothing. Okay, you might go try that fried rice from, I don't know, whatever, Mr. Chow's Chinese restaurant, whatever. But you're not gonna enjoy that experience because at the end of that, there was nothing gained. You gain some information that you might be able to get online out anyway. If you really just care about a taste of a cigar, Google it. Half Wheel got you covered.
Yep.
In fact, he will tell you everything that you didn't know about a cigar, plus the things that you knew about the cigar. Right? They know the price, where to get it, and all that stuff. That's not why you're in this hobby. You're in this hobby because you enjoy cigar, you enjoy the company of good friends. And the only way to improve the company of good friends is to get more friends.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, share that hobby. This community is very tiny. You know, you go. I bet you can go through 10 different Facebook groups and find that there's same people in the 10 different groups, or you'll find a few of the same people in the same 10 different groups.
It's true.
Because the only reason you're doing that is because you want to try to meet new friends, but you realize that you don't really meet new friends. You met another account. I can create 10 accounts. I can go to one place and meet 10 people.
Right.
I really met one. Right? So I really highly recommend people. I mean, go to the one that's nearest to you. You don't have to go. I mean, obviously, from Florida to California, that would be extreme. Right? But we'll try to do it different areas.
Yeah, and like you were asking about PA, I think that'd be cool. I've never been to Pennsylvania, so I think that'd be fun for me.
Although to be fair, if you're willing to drive back a U-Haul to California, you could probably do that for free. They'll probably pay you to go do that.
You'll arrive 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but it's a free trip because they need drivers to take U-Hauls back to California.
No, but then I think the group is generous to help those people who have a little bit trouble.
Yeah.
In fact, Sherry is a testament of that.
That was a joke about people leaving California. That was
right.
All right.
Like I said, if you can buy the cheapest ticket and the cheapest lounge or the hotel or inn or motel, because you're not gonna stay there that long. You wake up in the morning, have a coffee, you're ready to go.
Yep. Don't get me wrong. When we met Albert and Val down there to get some breakfast one of the mornings, did we all look a little bit like death warmed over? You know it. Had a coffee.
We all look like we're half dead.
We're like, let's go.
And there's some strange people coming in there and getting breakfast, by the way. I'm just saying.
There was. There definitely was.
Yeah, we definitely look like half dead every morning. Even though I don't sleep that much, but I felt like I just did that. That was starting again. You didn't have enough time to gap between one meal to the other. You're already smoking again.
Nah.
Yeah, right?
True.
Like, you're like, I just got back to the hotel. Like, I didn't even freaking pack the stuff I bought today back in the day.
Yeah, I was smoked out that weekend, man. I was smoked out.
This is why we cannot do it every week. We had to do it once a year because you need to gap that out.
Nah, let's see. The last 3 days I smoked it was like between 9 and 14 cigars every day. It's okay.
Right?
I'm still alive.
But hey, that's your job. That's different. Job is different than
not only did I get compliments on this everywhere.
Is that right? Yeah.
Your pen filled out every order.
Did it really? Cool.
I got a little something special for me. Oh. Yeah, it's fun. I cannot say enough good things about it. And I look forward to the next one and the next 15. Right? And want to try to fill as many states as possible, I know. But somebody has to be at that state to negotiate our place to be. So if we don't do your state, don't think that we want to skip your state. Think of it as I couldn't get anybody to occupy.
And then what I like about it is it's giving me a reason to travel to places that I would have zero reason otherwise to go to.
Right? Like, how many people in the U.S. actually travel around U.S. right? Like that.
Yeah, we all
Utah will be the horrible place to be. I can tell you that for sure.
It'd have to be at your house, Matt, because there's nowhere to freaking go.
If to do it, we had to do it at your backyard, Hashimoto. Like, there was no other choices. Right? That will be Hashimoto should negotiate with Hashimoto's walking humidor. But we have such a good time. So yeah, if you can negotiate place, time, and the benefit and enjoyment, entertainment, all that stuff, we'll all go do it. And then I'll make a fucking killing, become a millionaire from the swag.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, there's an ashtray I'm gonna try to get a hold for you, Matt. It's they're made out of a warfighter makes them. They're made out of shells that got shot out of freaking Abrams tanks.
Yeah.
Dude, they are so cool. They're heavy as hell, but they're so cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's only 4 more days I have to suffer through, and 5 more days I have to suffer through. 5 more days of work and talking to dumb clients. Yes, if you're watching this and you're my client, you're dumb. And finally, I can relax.
Yeah, Matt, for real, dude. They're painted up and everything, dude. They are awesome. They are heavy as ever living hell. I'm gonna get my hands on a couple of them. I gotta make some calls.
I will be ever in debt to you for the ashtray.
Dude, it is the coolest freaking ashtray. It is so heavy, but it's the coolest effing ashtray ever.
good stuff. I think that we have jam packed goodies and everything for the Texas meet. I think we're ready for that. Even though it's too soon, to be honest with you, we just finished in September and now we're doing it again. That's only what, 6 months?
That's what I was saying. Like, okay, I just did the show. I'm like, okay, I gotta work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then fly out on Thursday, and it's jam-packed beginning of the year already.
Right? I mean, this year, I feel like January kind of flew by a little bit because I worked a lot in January.
My Saturday opened up, man.
Your Saturday opened up? What does that mean?
Cool.
I thought you already had that opened up.
He had the afternoon. Now he's got the whole day.
I got the whole day, yeah.
Oh, you
Alright.
better. You better.
Well,
We travel all this
I
way.
was
You
gonna
tell
have the
me.
whole day anyway, but yeah, they aren't ready.
Matt, what are we doing Thursday night? We got to figure that out.
All right, so Josh is talking about some kind of steak place.
Well, I
You
don't know.
guys are not allowed to go to that because I don't get to go on Friday.
Oh my god, dude! I honestly, dude, when I look at the prices for that steak place, I'm thinking I could buy a box of cigars.
Really?
can
Is
eat
that
steak.
expensive?
Or I can eat it's like, yeah, it's like it'll be $100 bill per person, I'm sure.
I've yeah, I got that's stuff that I don't know much about, but going to dinner, I saw some of those fuck you prices. It scared me.
I want barbecue.
Tony, we are gonna go to fucking Lockhart's in downtown Plano, and you're gonna have your mind blown. That is bomb. That's literally the best barbecue I have ever had, and I'm not lying.
You haven't
I
eaten
need
at Buc-ee's, man.
Oh my god, I don't want your gas station barbecue sandwich. I'm gonna go.
I want
sell
a
that
gas
fucking
station barbecue too. I want what's that the like the
Buc-ee's.
chef, whatever.
Yeah, Buc-ee's. Yeah,
Buc-ee's. I want to go to Buc-ee's. So you guys better plan a trip somewhere to get your gas at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I need
I'm
to
gonna-
see how big can a gas station be.
I'm gonna have a car as well. So I've never been to Buc-ee's, but like my brother was telling me about that because he's been there. He's in the oil field, so he's been there before. And then he showed me one in Oklahoma that's almost that big. Good lord.
Well,
That is-
we're-
I don't understand why they're so huge.
What we're probably going to need to do is Saturday morning. We'll probably need to get up early Saturday morning, go to Buc-ee's, go to Denton Cigar Lounge,
Okay.
and then head back into McKinney.
Wait,
Cool.
what's the Demeanour Cigar Lounge?
It's the Denton Cigar Lounge, man. That's a famous place.
Okay.
According to Albert, it's famous.
It's a spot. It's a spot that Hashimoto and myself and Josh and
Okay, well then, yeah, it's got
yeah,
significance.
it's just a
All right, I
place,
like it.
man.
We have a
Yeah,
VIP spot, right? We have a VIP spot. Yeah.
Well, it's cool. Yeah. Well, Hashimoto, man, he can vouch.
Demeanour Cigar Co. is where we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Hey, I'll go anywhere and everywhere.
Hey, I'll go
And-
anywhere
and-
that's
and-
open.
And you can go in and if you when you go in, right, you have to ask where the Casa Cuevas are. You just have to ask that.
Okay.
I'm gonna drive to Underground over in Fort Worth on Thursday, probably after I get there.
And by the way, they have Stillwell there, man. So just so you know.
Oh, you guys can try it out. Yeah, there we go.
We'll make some shit happen then.
Wait,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is where you guys found the Casa Cueva at $5?
Yeah.
Are there any left? Because
They had the La Medaria there.
they're gonna be gone if they're still there when I get there.
But Matt never buys them because he has a box of them. So
Okay,
I
I
gotta
don't
go
care.
in there and ask if they
I
have
got
any
boxes.
flacos.
Shit, I know,
Matt
you know
has a box of them. I know
it's
that.
okay.
They have
I'll have
David.
more.
Here's the thing, Hashimoto, you never gonna see me go buy Davidoff in normal places. Really?
And they have like $1,000 lighter there too. You can buy one.
Right? Like here, ask Michael. Michael, we hang out a few times. When's the last time you see me buy a Davidoff in the store that we go to?
Never.
I smoke a lot of Davidoff. I have Davidoff around. I have too much Davidoffs. That's the one thing I don't need to buy.
He wants to try something different.
Yeah, you'll just go compare. Which will
Yeah.
be-
I go there,
Right.
just smoke all the other one where I compare to Davidoff and tell you how much they're bad. No.
No, you'll compare what they have of Davidoff.
You know, I don't go buy Davidoff in normal place. I buy Davidoff from Davidoff. That's the, you know. That's actually the most expensive way.
We'll see if they're open in the morning. When they're open on Saturday.
Albert, shouldn't you have the key?
Oh, for Denton Cigar?
Yeah.
No.
Go open the damn cigar shop. I don't know.
You gotta tell them that Tony the soy sauce assassin is coming, and they'll have the fucking doors open, man. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, they'll be open by 10.
I wear my hoodie. I wear that jacket, that obnoxious emblem all over the place jacket, and everybody will know. Because like I'm not like Michael, where he can bring plain clothes and walking anywhere. It's like, is that Michael over there? Oh yeah, that's Michael over there. You know, I walk around like,
Saturday morning.
Look, why do we have an Asian guy over here? Kick him out.
It'll have to be a Saturday morning thing, though, for sure.
Cool. Yeah, Matt. I got home, brought my bag inside, and jumped on.
What? There's something about bag inside?
No, because Matt said he's glad to see that I made it home. I was like, I brought my bag inside. And
yeah.
Because I got to my hotel room at like 3 this morning, and then had to get up and drive back home.
Yeah, I'm. Oh my god, we have so many things. Everything's at Albert's. Albert, just make sure you don't forget to bring them.
What?
All the goodies.
Oh yeah.
All the goodies and everybody's like raffle prizes. All from Texas. It's all at Albert's place. So if you don't get it, it's Albert's fault.
And if
Actually,
he doesn't have it, he's like 45 minutes away. We'll just go drive and get it.
No, I'm gonna take it to Josh's tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Okay. So if Josh forgets, oh my god, I swear to God,
we're
Josh.
gonna be at Josh's house, right? So
Yeah.
Last.
We're gonna end up. We're gonna end up there no matter what.
Yeah, but then we were missing our,
We'll go drive to his house and pick it up and bring it. It's not a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's another 25 minutes.
I don't care.
Back and forth, that would be 50 minutes. That's an hour.
This is how it sounded. Like, never mind.
What?
This is the conversation we had trying to meet up at. Where was it? Fox Cigars.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, we're on the way. No, we don't go turn around. We're gonna go over there now. Wait, no, we're in embargo. Wait, no, we're going to Fox now.
So where are we going now? It's just half an hour either way. Just pick one. And then we go to Fox and we get fucking carded. Of course.
Matt, you should not be surprised that I was out that late. I'm just saying, should not be surprised at all.
Anyway, so that's it for the show today. It's 11. Maybe I'll go to after the show to listen to Val's story if he's out there.
This is just so y'all know, this is the last show I'm gonna do. By the way,
that is the last show I'm doing.
This is the last show I'm gonna do
for the year. Yeah.
No, before James comes next week. Yeah.
This is the last show I'm gonna do for the year. So and hopefully everybody bring a freaking camera because I cannot see enough of those pictures. Those people take the pictures in the event, even though they are like kind of similar. But still. So, anyways, that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Maybe something in between, but I don't know. Most likely in 2 weeks. So have a good one.
We're gonna jump on Saturday for like 5 seconds. What's up, everybody? You should have been here, and then we'll get off.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen actually. Yeah. Stay safe, be healthy, and I will see you guys after the meet.
Hey Val, man, I'll see you late, man. You can get on.
All right, we're good. Peace out, you guys. Bye.